Hamas has released a video of a captive held in Gaza criticizing Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. Hersh Goldberg-Polin is an American Israeli who was taken captive at the music festival on October the 7th. We're going to get more with our correspondent in occupied East Jerusalem, Bernard Smith. So what's the message in this video, Bernard?
There's an almost 3-minute long video of 23-year-old Hersh Goldberg-Polin. He was taken captive from that supernova rave festival that was happening in the early hours of October 7th, not far from the Gaza fence. In fact, there's video around of the time when he was taken captive. He was sheltering in a bomb shelter, a grenade was thrown in, and he was shown badly injured. In fact, his left hand was blown off, and in the video today we see that he's missing that left hand. In the video, he openly criticises Benjamin Netanyahu, says they're not doing enough, blames him for not getting the captives out. Remember, of course, that when these videos are released, these people are not speaking freely. They will be told what they can and cannot say by their captors. But obviously, he's clearly being held captive and says he's been underground for about nearly 200 days. So there's no days, so there's no fixed time on the video, but we are just now over marking the 200 days since October the 7th, so it's reasonably current. And it's the first video we've had actually since in about 3 months. Israel calls the use of these videos deplorable psychological warfare.
Bernard, I understand also, we're seeing some reports that the Chief of Staff of the Israeli Army has also been in Cairo. This is another dynamic, of course, to this conflict. He's been talking about the proposed Israeli military operation in Gaza, in Rafah. Specifically, what more do we know about that?
Well, this is just coming from a specific Egyptian news agency news website. It's saying that the head of the Israeli army and the head of the Shin Bet have been in Cairo speaking to their Egyptian counterparts to try and sort of put them at ease or allay their fears about what's going to happen in Rafah. Egypt is very worried that a large ground operation in Rafah could send tens of thousands of Palestinians over the border potentially into Egypt. So what this website is reporting is that the Israelis have been saying that any operation is going to be slow and gradual instead of a comprehensive invasion. And at the moment, the Israelis are telling their Egyptian counterparts they have no deadline for this. The start of this invasion. They say they'll do it when the humanitarian conditions allow. It's interesting that this is being reported because there's been this enormous pressure on Israel not to launch a full-scale ground operation because of the potential for many tens of thousands of casualties. But Israel has been insisting it's going to go ahead with an operation. But this suggestion is that it's going to be much more specific and much more targeted, if you like, looking for specific Hamas targets than a large-scale ground invasion might have been.
Talking to us from occupied East Jerusalem, that's Bernard Smith. Bernard, thank you.
Make sure to subscribe to our channel to get the latest news from Al Jazeera.